Hey folks, Grand Archivist Corey here. I'm here to provide a bit of an off-the-cuff update on Homestuck because reading through the comments recently, there's a certain type of comment that's reaching critical mass, and I figured that we may as well try to nip this in the bud now before things build to a fever pitch. I want to start by setting expectations for anyone watching this. This is not an announcement video for a release date. To everyone who is wondering where the next part of Openbound is, we are working on it. The reason why there has been radio silence is because we find it ill-advised to try and issue news for something that we genuinely have no updates on. I'm wary to speak for the rest of the group and provide a deadline for the next part, in part because I do not want to set expectations that will then be missed. Once we have the next part completed, we will announce when it will be released. The other releases we have on the channel are being put together by Angie and Adox, neither of which are currently working on Openbound at the moment. As a result, the fact that we're having these other releases in the first place is not affecting our production schedule, however glacial it may be. For those who want a little more elaboration on why this is taking so long, here's your list of reasons. 1. Right now on the Homestuck front, we're working between two editors. I've talked about this in depth on our Tumblr, but Jake has stepped down as they need to devote time to their education, and soon Chrono will also be reducing their involvement in the group after they finish their part for the same reasons. This leaves Cinder, who is currently also the editor we have assigned to work on Paranatural, as well as Angie, who has kindly offered to assist in between heading up Let's Read Undertale and Paranatural. I myself have also taken up the mantle in putting together the two sections between the Openbounds, but I am not as skilled an editor as they are, so I'm unable to assist with the process without causing a significant drop in quality. 2. We are not working on this full time. We are a group comprised entirely of voice actors and crews who are volunteering their time to do these projects entirely free of charge. Since we can't pay our editors to do this, they can't work full-time on editing this project, and the same goes for our actors. Considering that the videos altogether will probably end up being the length of 2 or 3 full-length movies, there's a lot of ground to cover. 3. Recasting and recording. Most of the lines were recorded in advance for Openbounds 1 and 2, but there are a lot of lines missing for Openbound 3. Given our group's reorganization, to even finish the third part of Openbound, we have to recast. There's a couple major roles as well as a few minor ones that we have to look at handling, and besides that, we need to reach out and reconfirm commitment with some of our VAs to check and see if they'd even like to continue on with lending their voice to this project in particular. There's a whole myriad of other things that I could go into, but at first I just want to apologize if this disappoints any of our viewers. Much the same, I do promise that we're still working on Openbound, and I hope that this somewhat clears the air surrounding it.